Finding well-written romantasy is like hunting for a needle in a haystack oftentimes, and I'm here to fix that for you. First rec, Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bovalino. This book had prose that made me just sit back on my heels, close my eyes for a minute, and like savor the sentences. There were some beautifully written lines, particularly in the letters that you'll see in between chapters. There were some moments where I genuinely felt like I was reading poetry. Beautiful. 2, Six of Crows. Don't even get me started on this book. This is my top favorite romantasy of all time ever, hands down, no questions asked. I know that the romance technically is a B-plot. It doesn't matter. It straight up doesn't matter. Leigh Bardugo has this way of texturizing her writing to the point where you genuinely feel like you're there. I can oftentimes just fall straight into a book and see the scenes really easily in my mind's eye. The way that Leigh Bardugo writes makes me feel like I'm not just there seeing it, I am smelling it, I am tasting it, I am there, like physically really there. I can feel the salt air on my face, I can feel the grime of the barrel. Oh my god, it's incredible. If there was any contest for beautifully written prose that also makes you genuinely feel like you've been transported into that world, it's Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows, hands down, every time. 3, Servant of Earth by Sarah Hawley. Ooh, this book I was not expecting to be as good as it was. It was a mood read for me. I often mood read, so I just picked this on a whim and fell immediately in love with the prose. It is so tightly written. It's got such lush descriptions that go on in the novel, and this is part of a series, so it just keeps going. It keeps getting better. Her writing is just refreshing. It's really wonderful, especially when it comes into political intrigue. She's got a great way of really making you wonder about other characters. Reading her books is like savoring a fine wine. Like, I like to sit back and try to take my time on her novels rather than like greedily go through every sentence as fast as possible. She writes beautifully. Like, it's very simple to say that and very easy to say like, oh, she just writes pretty, but she writes very beautifully. I loved every minute of reading what she had to say. 4, Son of Morning by Akwaeke Emezi. Whoo! Akwake's writing is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I fell into that story as if they were actually there in front of me reading me the story. There is an element of oral storytelling here that is so intimate and so beautiful. I couldn't put the book down. I read the whole thing and it ended up being a 4.5, almost 5-star for me just because the prose was that good. You need to read this book if you like paranormal, if you like insta-lust, and you like storytelling through the eyes of Black LGBT characters. This is it. It was gorgeous. There's no other way to describe their writing. So those are my really well-written prose romantasy recs. Enjoy!